It is Friday morning, 7:44. I just finished making my last drop, and now I'm making my way to Grand Tower for the long haul. I'm starting where I left off last weekend at Garden of the Gods backpacker parking lot, or backpacker camp parking lot, and it's going to be 136 miles. I plan on doing it in 10 days. I have 10 strategically placed drops that I have spent all morning distributing throughout southern Illinois. I have a shuttle picking me up at 8:30, park my car there, and in 10 days I will pick it back up. Then I will have the joyous, momentous occasion of coming back and collecting all my stuff that's taken me 4 hours to distribute. The last time I came out, I was trying to carry all my food with me, and Sawyer, the whole nine, and I had no change of clothes, no change of underwear, no change of socks. I literally just had my night clothes and my day clothes. And by day 2, my day clothes were so moist and sweat stained. I'm like, geez, 10 days. And that was assuming I was going to be able to do 10 days then, which there's no way I was going to be able to do 10 days. Or do 156 in 10 days. No way. Or 157, I mean. Because the first 15 was a brutal 15. And my muscles, it took days for my muscles to recover from that. I ended up getting some sort of bug, and my stomach's still a little messed up from it, but not as bad. So, but yeah, the first couple of days off trail, I was I didn't feel right. My stomach was just messed up. My knee was kind of messed up. And there was just a myriad of things that went wrong. And that's going to be in the last video, all the things I talked about. But the reality of the situation is, if I would have just persevered, I may have been all right. I may have went through it. It's just the fear set in. It's day 2 jitters and the fear. The fear, which was not knowing if I was going to be able to complete the day. Or complete the trip. And once I started convincing myself that I couldn't, the poison pill was already swallowed, and I was looking for any excuse to get off trail at that point. And I knew that my wife could come pick me up since it was Sunday. That was my last day before I had to endure the full week. So I was like, all right, get me out of here. But when I got back, I felt so stupid and so terrible. I was like, man, I don't want it to end like this. You know, I can do this. I've got all this time off from work. It's like everything was aligned. Screw it, I'm going back. I'm just going to prepare this time. And that's exactly what I did. I spent all week prepping. Now here's the breakdown. I was saying if I didn't get all of my stuff distributed, there was a 30% chance, 25 to 30. Oh no, there was a 30% chance of me completing the trail, I would say. Right now, it's been elevated to 40, and it's going to be 40 until the end of day tomorrow, at which point it will be 50. And after Sunday will be the final little stretch, and after Sunday, I won't have a way to get home. I won't have anyone I can call, so I will be committed at that point. So my inclination at that point would be to finish it out. So after Sunday, it shoots up to 80% likelihood. But I don't rule out the possibility of sickness or injury, which will take me off trail. And don't want that to happen, but I can't predict that. So I'm getting close now. I'm going to jump over to my maps and see exactly where I need to go. And yeah, so I'll pick this back up at Garden of the Gods. And here I go. River to River Trail, starting from the backpacker camp at Garden of the Gods. 136 miles to go. Yeah, so today is, I think it's just a 9.3 mile day. I'm getting started at like 10:20, I think. So should be enough to get through that. I'm just going to take it easy. That's the goal. Take it easy with a much lighter pack and plenty of drops, plenty of water, plenty of food, clean clothes. What could go wrong? Don't say those things. So, heading down. Ooh, I may have to tie my shoes a little tighter. But other than that, I'm looking forward to it. And tomorrow will be another day. And I'll see how things fare there. See how well, that is. I'm pretty sure it'll be okay. I'm giving it my best shot. I'm not giving up. That's why I'm back out here, I don't want to quit. I didn't want to quit last time, but I realize now that it was the best thing to do at that time, because I got my head on straight, I got more information, and now I feel much better about a lot of things. And if I start getting into a sketchy area, or I'm starting to wonder about elevation, I can pull up the guide, see what I'm coming into. Useful tidbits like that. The stuff that I have on the AT that I just take for granted, that I didn't have when I first started. So the interesting thing, and the thing I'm looking forward to now, which I started to realize now, man, I got that sun right in my face there. The thing that I've realized now is that I have something to look forward to every single day. And that's seeing if my drops are still there. So it's going to be a little game, really. One, it's getting to my drops. Two, finding my drops. And C, making sure that they're not stolen, gone through, eaten, whatever. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. A fun little distraction every day to play where's my drop. Because, like I said, the first 6 or 7 I did at night. So we were driving back by, and we went by Eddyville. I didn't even know we were there, because when I came through Eddyville this morning, it was all pitch dark. But this will be interesting, and I'm going to get to it. Remember I said I was going to take my time? Well, this is part of that. I don't get many opportunities, so might as well come get one while I can. Not huge bluff, but nice enough. I guess I figured I'd use this opportunity to shout out Bart Lane, who shuttled me here. We had a really good conversation. Really good guy. He cares about Shawnee, and he wants to see it grow. I'd like to see it grow too. Honestly, it's like I told him, it's a pretty well maintained trail considering. It's pretty well maintained trail considering. And it's a good challenge. It's a little too challenging compared to other through hiking trails and things like that. But the Ozark Trail is kind of similar to that too. It's like when you're expected to do, like 8, 9, 10 days at a stretch, that's enough to scare people away, except for the most dedicated. So we got to talking about that, sharing some experiences and sharing some wisdom, and Yeah, overall, it was a really nice experience. I highly recommend them. I'm leaving Garden of the Gods. I think I've actually left the park proper and feel pretty good. Of course, I always feel good day one. I'm just taking my time. I stopped and took my pills because I forgot that. Tied my shoes. Well, I tied my shoes, but I cinched my shoes up. They were very loose, and I felt my feet starting to slip around, so I knew that was going to develop into a blister. I didn't do something about it. It may still, for the little bit it did, but it feels much better now. And just kind of going, trying to take in the sights, not look at my watch and the map so much, and kind of look around, you know, not trying to hurry up and practically jog this thing. The keys to what I believe will be a successful through hike for me, you know, taking my time. All that information is there whenever I want it, whenever I need it. It's all right there, right in this phone. So the mental aspect is to let it go and just take in the sights. Okay, still on our way to Herod. And giant overlook. You can see that. I guess it's this way. I don't know, I think it's that way. Maybe it is, I don't know. Blazes. I may have to check the map now. I knew I was going to pay for all that downhill. I'm going to get t-shirts made. What goes down must come up. Has been Sarai and my slogan ever since we started hiking. I mean, it's not too bad as long as you take your time uphill. Wow, I realized what I did last time. I was doing my old traditional, you know, fast walk uphill. You know, it's great for short trails, but for a long endurance thing, nah. Not gonna work. I wonder what that is. Huh. Well, the mysteries of the trail. Boy, I tell you, if I tent camped, this would be a nice little area. Had a little built-in, or somebody really wanted their heat. Not a good bluff, but not too bad. Not terrible. Decided to show that off. Another partial view. Not a whole lot. Trying here. I get these little windows. That's about all I'm gonna get. There was a decent bluff, but unfortunately there were people there, and they were basically camped out and watching it. So I didn't want to intrude on their little camp. So I just continued on. Figured I'd see whatever sites were available. There might be some more still up ahead. Bart said that there was a lot of good sights today, so I'm hoping so. He said the next 2 days, actually. We shall see. But so far, everything's good. Of course, first 2 hours, why wouldn't it be? Here's a pretty flat rock wall. One of the few things I get to see while hiking. I come to the realization that Well, hold on. I came to the realization that this is kind of my day 2. I mean, finishing up day 2 from last weekend. And when you add the amount of miles I pulled last Saturday or Sunday, and the miles I'm going to pull today, what does it equal out to? 15 miles. So I should be, if I get as far as I intend to today, then that will be 30 miles from Elizabethtown, which wouldn't be too bad. Well, except for the fact that it's then the next weekend. Drinking water, which is good now because I know where my water is, as opposed to before where it's like maybe there's gonna be water, maybe there isn't. Now I know there's gonna be water and plenty of it. I got 2 liters on me, making my way through the first one, and probably take down the second one too, because I can fill up both and camel up. And I'm gonna eat while I'm there. But that begs the question that if I eat lunch so late in the day, am I going to want to eat tonight? So that I don't know. These signs need to go. I mean, seriously. Herod is not 2 miles away. And Garden of the Gods is not 3 miles away. I've been hiking for 2 hours. And I hike 2 miles per hour. So I know I'm over 3 miles away. And I know Herod is even further. And I know Herod is more than 5 miles from Garden of the Gods. So that's just, I don't know why those signs remain. Maybe it's because people don't come in here and change them. They need to whittle a new wooden sign with the correct mileage. Throw those up. I mean, geesh. What would it take? Well, I made my first oopsie. I took the wrong goddamn trail. That NO was a 001E. That's what I inadvertently ended up on that. I wasn't paying attention and I looped north. I meet up with the same road, but now I got a road walk back to get to where the other trail exits to this road. That sucks. Yeah. It happens, I guess. Well, despite a little off-trail detour, I am approaching Herod, and I'm getting excited because I can see the area where I put my cache, and now I'm very much anxious to see if it's there. I don't know why it wouldn't be there, but it's going to be like, I don't know. I like the concept of daily drops because it's like Christmas every day. Or a massive, massive disappointment. But I'm under the impression that they're all going to be fine. I'll get to them, I'll have all my stuff, and it'll be beautiful. I'm going to see if I can go right to it without using Aventa. Let's find out. It's right over here. There's some busted up rock. And let's see. It's kind of off a little bit. It's not really right near the road. But it should be right down over here. I think. It should be right there. Oh. Now, has anything been tampered with? I don't see any bites. I don't see anything open. I'm going to open it up now and see. All right. The big reveal. Whee! Day one. Okay, awesome. Here's my water. Oh. And my bag of clothing. Yay, that's going to my pack. So, yeah, everything's here. It worked. I'm so happy. Okay. I'm leaving Herod. I'm on, what is it, William Hill Road or something like that. And I'm gonna hike for a little bit. I have a camp site, I sort of have a placement I got from the trail guide, but I'm gonna hike until I want to stop because I feel pretty good. I don't feel like I pushed myself too far. Now I am currently carrying 3 liters of water and all of that food. I'm actually on this for a while, so I might as well record a little bit. Here's the first curve. This road. It's very interesting stonework. But yeah. My day today has been really good. Like I said, I'm gonna hike till I'm just gonna, till I don't want to anymore. Or at least until the sun gets out of the sky. That will be the clear indicator. I mean, if it starts to get to the horizon, I'm off trail. I hate setting up in the dark, so I won't be doing that. But yeah, I mean, I got off, besides getting off trail a little bit and, going a little further up, it was all right, I don't feel like I was pushing myself, but I was going faster. Not really. I mean, I thought it was 7 miles to Herod. It was actually 6. So it worked out to be exactly 3 hours. So I hike 2 miles an hour. It's just the way it is. Pain, no pain. I hike 2 miles per hour. Not too bad. I don't feel like I'm pushing myself at all. Granted, what have I really done? 6 miles? I mean, so once I get 3 more miles in me, this story won't change. I feel all right. I just need to get off this road. Man, I thought road walking was going to be easy down here, but it's all uphill. Ugh. Nice barn. Ooh, tree. Pretty cool. After hours of walking road, I'm finally back on trail. And what does it do immediately? Go uphill. This road walking sucks. I am so over it. Every day it's like, oh, everything's going good. And then boom, road walking. It just sours my mood, man. Sours my mood. All right, time to keep going. I just want to say this section right here, very difficult to find your way through with leaves on the ground. Very difficult. Got turned around twice. Holy Jesus. So hopefully I'm going to leave the map up. I'm just going to walk with it in my hand. There's no way I'm getting out of this nightmare. Okay, I don't know if you can see this or not. County Road 146. 1 mile, River Trail. Whatever that is. So this is where I'm cutting back, and then I get off this a little bit. There's another creek. There's another creek up the way. And just for curiosity's sake, I'm going to it just to see what it's like. The reason why is because I'm pretty thirsty. I have 3 liters of water on me, but well, 1 liter of flavored electrolyte water and 2 liters of actual water. I got to cook with 1 of those liters, and I need a liter for tomorrow. So I'm thinking I may have to bust out the old Sawyer and get to work. But really, if there's no water, there's no water. So I'm gonna look for it. This is the end of day 1. I mean, if you count the whole thing, day 2, but I'm, I think, a little farther than what I intended to go. Now, I will say this. I pushed myself a little harder than I wanted. I mean, I'm still fine, but I'm just, like, my issue now is with these roads, it's very difficult to cross, to walk these roads for me. I mean, especially this last time, I had literally just, you know, cameled up, got all my new clothes. I brought all my food. I didn't eat there like I was intending to do. I brought it all with me instead. And so all that extra weight, 3 liters of water, and the clothes that I wasn't carrying up to that point. So I was heavier than I was when I started, so probably closer to 30 pounds at that point. And then the road. I mean, I'd walk the road getting to there, but it wasn't too bad. But as soon as I got all that weight on me, the road just was awful. And it just went on forever and ever and ever. And I'm also starting to realize that the water situation here is abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. I've got 3 liters. I've got 1 flavored, 2 clear, 2 regular water. I'm going to cook with 1 and leave the other one for tomorrow. But now my concern overall is that I think I can really only rely on my water, the water that I brought, which means I get a gallon a day, a gallon of water a day. Hiking all this, and I'm only getting a gallon of water a day. I'm not happy because every single water source I've passed has been god-awful, and I just don't see it getting any better. I mean, this is going to be, well, now 9 days of just whatever I brought for water. And I'll be honest with you, nothing scares the bejesus out of me more than running out of water. And the idea that all of these creeks are dry and the ones that aren't are standing water only. And they all smell like horse shit. So it's like, what do you do? How does anyone get by? I don't know. Apparently they don't drink as much water as I do. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words, I'm right back to where I started, needing water. And here I brought a gallon with me. And I'm like, yay, a gallon, but I couldn't finish. I couldn't take more than, I guess I could have filled up the CNOC bag with clean water and brought that, and it had all that extra weight, like 2 extra liters of water. But I got to think about this. Am I going to do that every single day? Am I going to do that when, I get to my bag? Like tomorrow, I may have hiked a little earlier or a little longer today. So I'm supposed to be, I think my drop is 7 miles from where I was supposed to camp. So it may be only 6. And then I'm going to have maybe 6 more after that. I think it's only a 13-mile day tomorrow. But that's 6 miles I got to carry quite literally a gallon of water. I can tell you right now, when I get to that gallon, I'm cameling like crazy. I'm probably going to finish the whole thing and still want more. I feel like I'm always going to be at a deficit for water. And I can't find anywhere to get water. Water is such a rare commodity out here. It's crazy. You have to understand, I just got off the AT in October. We did, my wife and I did 40 miles out there, or 40 or 41 miles. And they were saying, oh, you better watch out. There's not very much water out here. It's very, very scarce. And I'm like, we were finding water all the time. I'm like, what are these people talking about? There's water everywhere. But you come here, there's no water. And if you do get water, you're flirting with disaster. You are literally playing with your health because you could end up with a virus, absolutely. And it's freaking me out. It's freaking me out to the point where it's like, I just don't know what to do. And honest to God, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the dehydrated meal tonight because it uses less water. And that way I can drink my electrolyte water and I can drink that water. And then have 1 full liter to get me through to tomorrow. My toe on my left-hand side is really messed up. My knees are fine, but my calves and my legs are a little pain, and I expected it because I pushed myself a little harder than I should have. There's no rain in the forecast, so I'm not throwing up a tarp tonight. But I'm gonna get to I guess I'm gonna get to cooking. I'm just gonna have to take it easy. I'm gonna have to take it real easy, and I'm gonna have to make sure I know where these roads are, and I need to prep for them, and I make sure I'm not eating, having a lot of weight, and I'm definitely gonna make sure that when I get to my drop tomorrow, I sit down and I eat there. I don't take any food with me, and truth be told, depending on how things go, I may not even pick up my clothes. I'm gonna drop off whatever I have, and I don't think I'm gonna pick up a new pair. I was debating that before. I wanted to make sure I had plenty, but I'm not gonna keep picking up new clothes because I want to go as light as humanly possible. I mean, the whole thing kind of rests on that.